What's up, everybody? I'm Duke James. This is Zanzibar. So I was looking at my provinces. I don't know if I mentioned this before. Irrigation is rank 5 and Harborage is rank 5 in Zanzibar. It's kind of weird because version 15, which is the thing that I originally installed and was playing on, irrigation was rank 0 and Harborage was rank 2 in this province. Okay, Quelimane allied Mombasa. Now it's 5 irrigation rank and 5 rank lighthouse. So that's probably the difference why I'm making money now versus not making money. But it's just weird to me to think that a patch buffed Zanzibar that much. I'm not sure. I don't think they mentioned that in the patch notes, so it's weird that there'd be such a difference between the two versions. Some weird music. Never heard this music before. Guarantee one of these songs is going to result in a copyright strike, probably. I think this is new music that wasn't here because I was on an old version of the game. Base game. For some reason, the music also just stops. It doesn't actually sort. Oh, you know what? There's a couple songs that I wasn't, I had disabled because they would get random copyright strikes. I think those are all active now. Probably gonna have to deal with those copyright strikes. Pretty sure they're all trolls. Copyright striking them. It's still annoying to deal with. Alright, I almost have claims. I sold this province to Mombasa for 53 ducats. It's not a particularly great province, and it's far away from their territory, so they're not going to get much from it. And I figure me getting 53 ducats is better than whatever I get from that province. It also upped my burger power from 31 to 32%. So a little bit of margin of safety right there. Alright, got all those claims. So there's 3 countries on the coastline here. These guys allied Sedanda and these guys allied Mombasa. My truces end with Mombasa, Quelimane, and Sofala in 11 years, so it's going to take a long time for me to conquer anything else, but I think in one war I should be able to conquer that entire coastline right there, and then Mombasa. And then I think that might be the point where I start... Oh, the tribal loyalty dropped down to 45%. Is that because I sold that one province? Their loyalty is dropping fast. It's kind of horrible. Like, maybe I won't sell provinces anymore. If that might be why their loyalty dropped. Definitely don't want to do that again, then. Because I think that's why my manpower dropped, because they dropped 15%. Ouch. Yeah, my force limit's dropping as well, so that's what happens when your loyalty with the tribes drops. It's not good. Alright. And plus, I'm making apparently 2.5 ducats every month, so I don't really need that. 50 ducats probably not worthwhile. Alright, let's see about moving population. That is the province from. This is the province to. You can move peasants, nomads, and residents. I assume moving nomads isn't worthwhile, because I don't think you can make nomads peasants or residents. I'm going to move residents. Oh, that is a lot more money than I thought it would be. I think I was moving peasants for like 50 ducats. So moving residents is a lot more money. I'll probably do that a couple times just to get a decent base in my capital, but I'm probably not going to do it right now. That's pretty much my entire treasury. The mill points are fine. It's actually not that bad because half of the ducat cost is invested into the target province's local industries. I'm not sure how that's actually done, but I assume that's done decently well enough, and the other half is given directly to the people. So you're not losing that money. It's not going into a black hole. It's actually going both into the province and the people in the province. So it's almost like a direct subsidy to the people. And then we would lose 100 mil points. That's something I will do that just when my treasury gets built up a little bit more. Probably not going to sell provinces again though, because I don't want the tribes to get mad. Hopefully that's what the problem was, because if it is, then I can just avoid doing that. If it just randomly dropped 15% for no reason that I can think of, not selling the province, then that's pretty bad, because I don't know how to prevent that then. That's just a random drop that I don't know why happened. And also, I was looking around, I assume my provincial corruption is 0 because my state reach is 0. That's the only reason I can think why my provincial corruption would be 0 without it being broken. Alright, so with these new provinces, I want to do a census. Let's see where we're at. 600,000 tent size, growing by 3,400. So that's what, like we doubled our population size just about, if not more. 64,000 residents. I think there were 16,000, so that, what, quadrupled? Natural change is now negative, but inward movement is 600. 10,000 nobles, 2,000 burghers, 4,100 clergy. No nomads in any of those provinces. Food is 138 out of 163. I suppose my food isn't as bad as I thought it would be because irrigation is rank 5 in Zanzibar, so this would definitely be a good province to invest in because of that high irrigation. This province definitely started with that irrigation because I checked and irrigation rank 5 was established before the game started, so it's not something that happened after. A little bit of a salt surplus, a little bit of fiber surplus, fuel surplus, a little bit of a raw materials. Well, that's actually a pretty big deficit. Exotic goods surplus. What did we conquer that's producing exotic goods? Not all of these provinces are fully cored. Well, anyway, I'll figure that out. Delicacies, deficit, luxury deficit. I put a silk industry, or luxury cloth industry in this province, so of course, if I move population out of this province, that's not going to help all that much, but this province is close to 5 urban development, so I could put a silk industry there, or not, a luxury cloth. I don't know why I'd call it silk. I'd rather have that in Zanzibar than elsewhere. Consumer surplus, because we now conquered this province. Military is okay. Naval surplus, a little bit of industrial deficit, knowledge deficit. Alright, most of those are actually moving in the right direction. Mostly because I conquered this province. I'm improving relations with Azuran. They only have 2 alliances, Osa and Malindi. They also have 17,000 troops. In my failed campaign, they got destroyed by Ifit. So I'm going to try to prevent that from happening. Yeah, Ifit was actually my enemy more than Azuran. They took half of Azuran's territory. Let's grab the next dip tech, because that unlocks cogs, but I'm not actually going to build any ships for now. I don't need them. Well, absolutely rival Quellamine. It's a quicker spy network. Thank you very much. Probably go naval as my third idea group. The clan's loyalty is decreasing by 0.6 per year. And I guess I could promote them. That would give 10 clan loyalty. Give them influence, pretty much give them control of the country. But I think I need as much tribal loyalty as possible, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll just suffer. They might lose control once this resets on the yearly tick. Which hopefully they do. I'm going to try to get rid of the one chief advisor that I have. Let's see what happens. That's special tolls. Let's go ahead and do tax relief. That gets us to 0 stability. This requires 100 dip, 100 admin, which I have. We do grain provision. Definitely want to do that to get rid of these rebels. What's my force limit? My force limit dropped, right? No, okay, my force limit went back up to 8. So we're making 2.5 ducats. Grab a claim on Quellamane's territory. Tribes kept power. They have both the old ways and influential chiefs, so that's probably just going to something I'm going to have to suffer with. As long as these provinces have high separatism, it doesn't really matter. The autonomy is not going to increase. It's not going to decrease, really. It's just going to increase. I'll just have to suffer that for a while until I can start weakening the tribes. If I get commercialization first, I'll conquer most of Madagascar and then start weakening the tribes. Or make sure the tribes are at like 70% and then I'll start weakening them. It's gonna give me state reach every time I do that, though. I think I'll move population when I have about 400 ducats. Then I have a little bit still in the treasury. Grab a claim on Mombasa's province. I could royally marry Azuran. I have an extra slot to do that. I think that would get an alliance with them. Yeah, that should, because it would get rid of the neutral attitude. I have to drop an alliance. Pate is only allied with me. I could drop them. Azuran might attack them and take their territory, though. I'd have to drop one of these, Pate or Malindi. Malindi is allied with Azuran. So I could call in Azuran potentially to attack Mombasa and then attack Malindi. So I think I'll drop... Who are they rivaled with? Ethiopia, if it's Banarasi, Yemen. Get rid of my favors with them to increase trust. Might as well. I hate that they removed that from this screen. Then break the alliance, grab an alliance with Azuran. What? Oh, okay, there we go. Yep, ally them. Get rid of the improving relations with them. Alright, societal instability, I think, is what prevents me from doing... There we go. Both of these. Recent reforms as well. So 1370 is when I can do... Whoa, really? It's 1370s? Okay. It takes 10 years? I thought it was 5 years to do a reform. That's good to know. I can't conquer anything else, so burger power should stay around 32%. Until then, our Sultan is reckless, siege ability and fort defense reduction, shock damage, average monarch lifespan -5%. That's a new trait that I haven't seen before. So even not collecting taxes and providing grain, I still make 2.5 ducats. It's kind of crazy, actually. Or 2 ducats. I have a third merchant. Should increase our income by a little bit. Probably what, like 0.2? 0.19, I was close. I'll take it, and we can trade with them now. Trade with that node. Could probably earn a lot more if I put that merchant here, but I'm not hard up for money, so... I don't think I have any provinces that aren't my religion. Yeah, okay. As long as I stick to the coastline, there's not really... They're all Sunni provinces. Madagascar is Fombagasi, and then I'll grab one of these provinces to be my trade entrepot. I'm thinking Senna. This is the probably the best province that I could grab. 136,000 peasants, 600 size farmland, 600 size forestry, 112 size mines. It's only ivory, so that would be 100% ivory mines then. You know, because elephants come from mines. That's good, because the coastal provinces would be like sea salt, and that would be half of the mines, which is kind of worthless. Make those a couple cores. Keep up on mill tech. Okay, haven't embraced commercialization. So yeah, so they changed this system, so it's now based on techs. It's not based on time. Being ahead of time on Miltech gives yearly army tradition. Global trade power. Urban production. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a change. It used to not give anything. I'm wondering how much of these changes are because of the new Paradox patch, because of the changes that the mod team did, and how much of this stuff is just because I had a bad version of the game. Because there were a lot of updates to the mod in between my campaigns. Some investments. Only 1364 is the last investment. So a little bit of investment in the industry and academic in that province. A little bit of fishery investment. 14 ducats of agricultural investment. 1 ducat of academic investment in that province, and no other investments. Yeah, my force limit is 9. Alright, I think I can move population now. There's people emigrating into this province. Oh, it's now Urban Development 5, so I can open up a luxury cloth slot. Yeah, this province has people dying, so getting some people out of this province isn't actually probably a bad thing. So let's go ahead and do that. From zone to zone. Move residents. Oh, we need 100. So it increased by 10 ducats and increased monarch power by 3. Yeah, it's gonna take us actually. It's gonna take a while because we're gonna lose mill power. We're gonna lose mill power due to taxes, so I'm not gonna be able to do that for a little bit. Whoa, that's a lot of country modifiers expired. We shouldn't get attacked, so I don't need that much money in my treasury. Because there's not really a major power around here. We just allied Azuran, so we should be fine in that regard. Alright, that is promote and support commerce. Supporting burger autonomy. Let's go ahead and promote anti-competitive practices. It's only one trade power now. Yield concessions. Reduce tributes. Yeah, permit the old ways. That should drop. It drops by 1 per year-ish, roughly. The higher you go, the more it's going to drop, so I don't want to go too high. I could either do a leverage or keep it. Keep the support in my pocket. I think I'd rather keep it in my pocket until I conquer more territory. Alright, we should get taxes collected, drop our mill power. Yeah, burger power is 33%. $27 mill power, 26 to the clans. It's going to drop a shade under 1 per year. Pate is requesting that I come to their aid in the Azuran conquest of Kambuni against Azuran and Mogadishu. It's a defensive war where we need to help our ally. Azuran is allied with Ausa and Malindi. You know, I thought that was a possibility. But when I checked this like 5 years ago, they did not have this selected as vital interest. If I decline, we lose 25 prestige and 2 diplomatic rep for 5 years, which wouldn't be that bad. Azuran has 17,000 troops. That would keep the alliance with Azuran. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and decline. 5 years isn't that bad. I'm not really doing anything in that meantime. They're just gonna steamroll them. Can't really do much to help them. Plus, I mean, it's my ally, so... That does give me a slot. So follow Malindi Sedonda. These guys are still only allied with one country. If I could get a royal marriage with them, might as well just improve with them. Yeah. Why is their trust... What? Why did their trust decrease? They just don't... What? I didn't do anything to them. I had literally no relations with these people at all. 0. Why did trust decrease? Did that... It just decreased with everybody. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's because, I didn't... Is that what happened? Yeah, my trust just decreased with literally everybody. Because I didn't honor that call to arms. Yeah, they don't say that. I mean, I still made the right decision even with that. Just don't want Azuran to break this alliance because of trust. I'm getting favors with them, so... Oh, without Leviathan, I can't actually, can't do that thing where you get more favors, curry favors. So I get favors very slowly with them, but still faster than before, I think. 0.13 per... 0.13 per month is still 1.5 per year. And they have double my military, so still better than before. Grab a claim on the only other Quelimane province that I can. Alright, I think I'm going to end this part, and then I'll probably skip a bunch of years until these truces end, and then I can attack somebody. So, I'll end this part here, and pick it up then. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.